What is up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 44 of Marlins Franchise, and boy, have we got a finish to this season coming up. There are 8 games left. They're all in division, and they're all probably going to be meaningful. Now, we're 2-8 in our last 10. We put ourselves a half game back of the Mets. We do have an off day. I imagine they play on that day. We do have some games against the Mets. And as you can see, we've clinched a playoff spot. So we're fighting for the division here, or at least top wild card seeding. We need that division, though, let's be honest. So what have we got? We've got 2 against Philly, the aforementioned day off, 3 in Washington, and then home for 3 against the Mets. Would love for things to be situated without those games. I don't know if we're going to be that fortunate, though. Quick look at what we've got going on. I've already mapped out how I'd like the pitching to go. We have Boz, Manoah, and Mata available right now. Okay? That's not how it's going to go, though. It'll be Boz, Manoah here in this Philly set. Day off. Grayson will be ready to go. Grayson Rodriguez. He'll go the 21st here, the opener at Washington. The Saturday game in Washington will go to Becerra, so that way we can finish Boz, Manoah, Mata, Rodriguez. So the only switch there, based on like stamina and stuff, is we could skip Becerra the first time around, but then he gets the second to last game of the year. And given some of his blow-up potential, I'm not sure that's the best move if we can avoid it and then have Mata there instead. In fact, I wonder if maybe we go to, well, Ashcraft wasn't very good either. You know what? We'll trust the Rook in a big spot. We'll actually see where we're at after the first 2 against Philly, but I think we'll trust him. I think we'll trust him. So let's get into it. The Mets are obviously already in the playoffs as well. You see the Z next to them. So the Nats are fighting to get in, as are the Braves. We actually don't play them. That's the only division rival we don't play here. And then the Padres, of course, are in the mix. Cards, Giants, and Cubs still alive. And even Philly. Philly's in a bad spot right now with all these teams between them. That's the biggest issue. I started highlighting that at the end of the last episode. And a lose 6. Philly fans losing their minds right now. And you know what? Justifiably so. Now they're looking to play spoiler on us while still kind of keeping the, 1 foot in. We can't let that happen. Game 1 should be Boz v. Whomever they're throwing. I don't know. Ben Brown. Ben Breezy here. Oh, he's having a wonderful season. All right, let's go into this. This is not going to be like the playoffs for all these games, because there's 8 games. But it's the first one of this 8-game set. We're going to do the half-inning stuff quite a bit. In fact, I'm not going to have any control over it. We're really more watching for now. Might have to jump in late. We'll see how it's going, But to start, we're just spectating. They get 1 in the first. We get nothing. They get nothing in the second. Neither do we. We go top 3, clean. Clean 3rd inning. Top 4, they get another. We break through with 2 of our own. Let's go. Let's see who did that. Ian Happ went boomtown for them in the 4th inning to get their second run. And newcomer Luis Matos with a 2-run homer says, "What's up?" Now we go top 5. Boz still doing well. Do I still warm up, guys? I gave everything over to them. Yeah, I can't even warm them up. Okay, good. So I'm not in control. They get a hit, nothing else. We'll do the runners in scoring position thing now. Uh-oh, they got a runner on 3rd, 1 out. That looks catchable, and it is. A little bit of a morph there, but we'll take it. Makes sense. He'd have been running there the whole time, but it looked like he kind of zipped over at the last second. Now what are we looking at? 2 outs. Got to get this out here. Ian Happ, who had the homer, is going to slice that into left, and we'll make the play. So nothing comes of the little threat there. Now they got Ben Breezy up. We don't get anything going. they don't get anything going in the 7th. We go bot 7 now for us. We do nothing. Nard Dog's in. Oh, they hit a homer. Damn it. Uh-oh, now we got some big stuff happening here. And this is when we dive in, baby. This is our moment. 2 on, 1 out. Matos up. I don't know what I mean by our moment. There's not too much I'm going to do except just kind of watch it play by play here and try to get these runs in. 2-0. That's going to get down. Luis Matos with another key base hit. Highland Hall around third, trying to score the ball. Shell Hall is an average runner half, has a great arm, no shot. Absolutely no shot. We got Francisco Alvarez here taking the first pitch ball. 2-0 now, make it full, and he strikes out looking. It'll be up to Khalil Watson here. I'll tell you what. I want to trust Khalil in a tight spot here, but I'm just not sure it's the move. Joe Erlin's been just absolutely dreadful this year. But I think against the lefty, I think it's the move. It's got to be. And then he has to play center. That's bad. All right, Joe Erlin. Swing away. 1-1. And you're flying out. You're garbage. Crap, dude. All right. Well. We'll put it back to the computer. And let's see. Oh, Nard Dog gave up another homer. Wonderful. All right, we got 2 on, 2 outs, bot 9. Let's just let it play out. Hall, full count. Can he do it? Can he hit the walk-off? That's a shot. Oh, no, it's not that deep. Oh, man, put a little charge into it. So we're going to lose the first game. Off to a rousing start here. Nard Dog gives up 2 homers. Nard Dog, man. That's not really you. Nard Dog, Bustamontes, and Varsho get him. Dalton Varsho hit 20 on the year. 79 WRC plus, though. Let's not overrate the 20 homers. All right, well, bad start, y'all. Bad start. Game 2 should be Manoa. It is. Facing Patino. Quick play that, and we lose 1-0. Wow, so we dropped the 2-pack to Philly. Philly fans taking a little bit of solace in potentially spoiling our season here, or at least our division chances. It really hurts. Mets have won 5, we lost 3. They now have a 2-game lead. Let's see what happens on the day off. Or they might be 2.5 up, actually, if they win today. Okay, they lost, so it's 1.5. Got the day off. They didn't play on the day off either? Where did they make up that game? Ah, here it is. A doubleheader against Atlanta. So Atlanta's got a chance to help us out here. So it is all just, you know, intra-division play here for the NL East at the end of the season. It's pretty interesting. Now, Grayson's ready to go. Excellent. Scores. We've got Merton Blanco, who's incredible. Holy crap. He's so good. 6 WAR. Oh, man. This will not be easy. Good thing we got our ace going. Oh, we got to get in on some of this one. We got to get in on some of this one. All right, let's go start game here. First half inning. We get a 2-0 lead early, baby. Let's go. Matos coming in again with the bases loaded double. That scores 2. And a baby. Give 1 back. Nothing in the second for us. They tie it. They score again, so Grayson's having a hell of a game. He gives up 2 more. Yep, this is going well. I'm just going the entire game. I'm too angry. We win! Oh, we won! Oh, I was too much of a baby. Too much of a crybaby. I thought it was definitely going south there. I lost faith, and the team rallied around my crybaby ass and said, "Stop it. Cut out the crying. You're fine." Big dub. Big freaking dub there. They had to rally around Grayson and me. I was crying because of Grayson. Meanwhile, the Mets won too. Shit. So we needed that. It's good that we won. I just wish it moved the needle. But it keeps the needle where it's supposed to be. So, you know, that's the second best outcome. It's not too bad. Becerra. Big opportunity here, Becerra. And then we'll go Boz, Manoa, Mata, Grayson. Okay. We're just going to straight sim this one. Ah, Jesus. All right. Matt Allen's down, and we lost. And we're 3 games back. All right. Good day for us. Matt Allen was excellent. Absolutely instrumental in our bullpen. That is a substantial loss. That said, we don't just overreact. Let's be honest about where we're at. Our bullpen is our strength, far and away. If there's one spot where we can comfortably lose somebody and not feel like, oh, that's a major damage to the team, it is absolutely the bullpen. Wagner Morissette will now jump into the stopper's role as well. And we'll elevate Max Meyer into a setup, or not even elevate, just move him there. I don't know if that's necessarily an elevation there. Similar role. I just kind of like, it's something that is not even really necessary. I could have gone 2 stoppers, 1 setup, and 5 middle relief, but the symmetry of it, I don't know. Do we want, I mean, we will call somebody up, but who do we want to call up, I should say? Because I was going to say, do we want to call someone up? Of course we do. It's a spot. I mean, I guess Jake Eaters, I mean, he's been the best strikeout minus walk rate on the team, which is something. Even though his ERA and whip are still pretty uninspiring. 1.5 home run rate, not helping. So, let's go ahead and put him on the team. But, oh wait, that's a lefty though. Yeah, it's just too many. Sorry, Jake. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for doing that to the old pixels. Danny Puente? Is it time? Wait, is he the one I accidentally promoted and then unpromoted? Yeah. I still don't know how that's... I hope that's fixed. If you missed it last video, I promoted him from AA to Miami on accident, never intending to. So I undid it. If it was something that like just didn't work, I'm not going to fix something like that. You live with your decisions on that. But a mouse click mistake, I fixed it. So I don't know where one comes out on that. I'm always trying to keep the integrity of things at the highest level. I hope people don't think that breaks any sort of integrity of it. Like, come on, you know, that can't happen in real life. You accidentally do that. So, like, that's one of those technological things that I felt okay fixing. Hendrick. Why is Hendrick only a 45 versus the other guys being 50s? I know sometimes I definitely care too much to figure it out, but I also get bothered that I can't quite figure out what's the difference there. Like, why is he a 5-point difference when he's equal here? 10 better there, 5 less there. I mean, it must be, okay, the stamina. You know what it is? I'm getting too narrowly focused on the stuff movement and control and thinking that those 3 are like 30, 30, 30, and then the rest of the profile is 10%. And that's not necessarily true. So, you know, the stamina, hold, runners, and defense can have that impact. So that's what it is. And that makes more sense. I think Hendrick could actually be a pickup, though, here. He's Nooch. He's got some stamina as well. We love that for the bullpen. Projects out to a 398 ERA, 135 whip. Oh, he's a lefty. Never mind. Get out of here. Damn it. Oh, our old friend, Jordan Holloway. What have you been up to over the years, good sir? Doing stuff here and there. You know how it is. I could take Holloway. He's neutral as well. He's gonna have a little bit of that control issue, but everything else pretty similar to Hendrick. And yeah, he projects out to a 4.21 ERA, 145 whip. That accounts for the lesser control. Now, Castaneda. Now, this one I am confused on. He doesn't have the better stamina or the better hold runners or the better defense, and he's got 55, 45, 50. Why is he a 50? Can he hit? Nah, he doesn't have any hitting ability. This one I don't get. Because Hendrick has him beat on literally everything. Why is one a 45, one's a 50? Oh, you know what? It might just be that I don't have high scouting on him. Even though he's a lefty, I might still get him. Kind of like Hendrick. We check one more. Check Benito Garcia. Oh, he's extreme fly ball. I'm kind of already out, but I will check just for the sake of it, because our part could help mitigate that. He is in between the two. Better ERA and lower whip. In fact, between the two, they listed him there, but his WAR is actually tied with Hendrick at 1.3, and then Holloway's was 1.0. Actually, you know what? Garcia's our guy. Benito, you're our guy here. And you're a righty? Perfect. Extreme fly ball is not my favorite, but I think we'll take this. Okay. So, bad day, but it can get better. Oh, I didn't call somebody up, though. Hang on. Let me still, just for this game at least, every arm matters. We'll go ahead and call Eater up anyway, then. It's one day with a lefty, an extra lefty. It's somebody who's on the 40, we're not complicating it. All right, so then we've got, this isn't supposed to be Mata here, right? We're going back to Boz. And then I think we go like that, right? We have 4 games left. Boz, Manoah, Mata, Grayson. Boz, Manoah, Mata, Grayson. Perfect. Okay. Now, for the love of God, Braves. Sugar Shane. Come on, baby. Shit, they got killed. Check ours now. We lost too. We're pissing away this division. I think we lost it, right? Yeah. Piss poor performance, y'all. Really bad. Really bad performance. Let's finish here against the Mets, but some pretty bad games here to go 1-4. That's unfortunate. Yay, we won. Yay. Who's Arlison? Stopper, of course. Should have guessed. Could have guessed beforehand. Man, I'm so bummed. I really wanted the division, y'all. Really bummed. Benito's not going to be able to go on our playoff roster, right? Obviously. Allen, like, will only miss, like, a week, though. I know I put like in that sentence twice. Sorry about that. But, yeah, he should only miss, you know, let's see. Date of injury, 9/22. 9/22 is right here. 1 week. That's before the playoffs even start. 2 weeks is here. So, yeah, you know, we got to win first, obviously. But if we progress, he'll be back. We win the first game 5-1. What is this now? Just for wild card seeding, I guess. I'm so mad. It was in our clutches. We can't be ousted from the playoffs at least, but just a brutal September. And you know what the bummer is too? 8-13 so far. It overshadows the emergence of Turner, who's hit 19 homers in 215 plate appearances, y'all. And I'm going to get into this later, but he is a kind of a touchstone on not a touchstone, a turning point in our development path. Remember how much I've been getting upset about, you know, nothing's really happening with our prospects. We now have 2 top 20s, 2 more top 70s, including the 69th prospect, and then a 5th, Jonathan Turner, as another top 100 at 87, and he's going to graduate off rip. He probably would have gone quite a bit higher, but I think he'll graduate now. Yeah, he's got 215 plate appearances, and then a couple other guys, three more in the 150 to 200 range. So we're starting, all these great coaches that I've been getting, starting to really churn some talent out, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. Took a few years to get going, but now even some of the guys from 22 and 23 drafts are catching that part of that wave. I mean, because think about Teddy Cashman, his 5th round pick from that first draft. He's only 26. You know, he's not some lost cause old fogey. He's a little older. But even Corbin Dickerson, our 1st round pick, I mean, I don't have any hope for him, but he's only 25. Specifically on age, it's not dead. So yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. I don't want to bog this video down with that. I'll do a separate video kind of analyzing the minors a bit more deeply after the season, but we're going to lose the second game 4-3, but I'm happy with how it's going. Max Meyer gets killed out of the bullpen. Excellent. And we'll finish the season with another loss. Wow. All right. So if you've been following baseball for any amount of time, you know that how you finish means that, why is this guy on the wish list? What the fuck? This guy was never on my wish list. He just got accidentally put on there. He was a draft pick of ours who we traded. So he maybe should have been on like the default or something or whatever, but not on the wish list. Anyway, if you've watched enough baseball, you know you can't really make heads or tails. Oh, we're going to play Washington. Of anything from how a team finishes. Teams that have been dreadful heading into the playoffs have turned it around to win the World Series. Teams that were riding as high as can be have been ousted in the first round. And then vice versa. Teams that were playing like shit got beat 3-0 so fast your head spins. Other teams, you know, come in blazing hot and they keep it going and they have a dream run. So it runs the gamut. There is no indicator of, oh no, we're coming in playing like dog shit, we're definitely toast. That said, I carry some concerns. Now we're going to face our division rival, Nats. Kind of figured, right? We could have easily guessed that we would likely face a division foe, just given it how guys were. I guess maybe not. It was not a given. I was thinking more earlier in the season when all 5 teams were literally in the mix. Wow, Atlanta lost 9 to end the year. Thanks a lot, guys. And Philly lost 4. Didn't do me any favors down the stretch when I needed you. I guess Philly didn't do anything. Well, they beat me twice. Yeah, so you could have rolled over. Wow, Torque, 59 bombs. Wow. He's insane. So anyway, against the Nats this year, we are 11-8. We were 14th in runs scored, first in runs allowed. They were third in both. They're a lot more balanced of a team. We allowed 83 fewer runs to split those two spots. I don't know. I gotta be honest, I don't know. I don't know how good or bad that is in terms of that kind of split. So let's try to see if we can figure it out. How are these not batting stats? What is it? I need to create some views for this. Because why wouldn't you? Oh, runs are right there. I'm an idiot. 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 Plus, that's not even what I wanted. I wanted pitching stats, runs allowed. All right, we led the league. The Mets were second. We beat them by 27 runs. We beat the Yankees by 57. And then the Nats by 83. Obviously, they're third in the NL, not third in baseball. But we were first in all baseball, so that's pretty dope. We were probably like dead last in all baseball runs scored. We were third worst. The Brewers had the worst. They went 73 and 89. They must have had some pretty decent pitching to even make them like a halfway decent bad team. Mariners were 70 and 92. So we're an anomaly here. White Sox were dead last. So 3 last place teams and us. Four bottom tier teams and us in the top 5 if you throw in Oakland there. So we're kind of breaking the mold. But this is kind of how we've been, you know? So I'm not terribly surprised by it. Oh, no, Elvay's nicked. Yikes. Quad, 1 week. Bunch of that's going to be, well, never mind. No. I saw these 3 blank earlier before the playoffs were decided. I was going to say a bunch of that's going to be days off. But no, there's only 1 day off. We don't get a whole lot of time this time around. Taking a quick look at some leaders for the National League. Tim Anderson led the league in batting again. His 3rd batting average title. 4 WAR season. Bounced back from last year. His first with the Cubs. His first below average year in a long time. Since 2018. Tim Anderson's had a hell of a career. He's been quite good. He should have been on our team with these 3 6 WAR seasons. So. Nick Gonzalez panning out. Remember, we considered trading for Nick Gonzalez with Cabrian Hayes in like a 2-for-1. I think it was for Trevor Rogers. And I never really wanted to trade Trevor Rogers. That's why I never really considered that. And frankly, Cabrizi has not been very good, so I'm not sure that we would have liked that. Alonso hit 47 to lead the National League and led the National League in ribbies with 135. Excellent season for him. Austin Hendrick. He came down a bit. Back-to-back seasons over 1,000 OPS down to 903. Still a 6-win season, you know. Let's not pretend like he was bad. He just, you know, joined Earth a little bit more and said, "Oh, you mere mortals down here. I'll chill out." Soto 420 OBP, disgusting on that Mets team. That Alonso Soto combo is terrifying. And Lindor back at 6 WAR. He's been like solid this sim. He opened with a couple bangers, couple 6s off the top, and then 3 straight 3s. I'm talking about WAR. 3 straight 3-win seasons, a 4, another 3, and then a 6. He's been excellent. Solid understates it. I want to amend my solid, because even like the 3s, I know they're not eye-popping, especially with the bat, except for the 2025. Oh, that was only half season. Wow, he put up 3 WAR and a half seasons, so that was going to be a banger season, but he got hurt. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Mets fan, you're looking at this, you got to be pretty happy about it. Even though he's only been a league average bat in 5,200 plate appearances, he's still getting 37 WAR because the defense and speed add on so much, you know. They're such a part of his game. They're not just portions, right? They're like three equal. Base running's not an equal slice. You know what I mean. But like the offense and defense can both be damn near equal. And you sprinkle in the extra speed. That's really good. Speaking of extra speed, oh my God! Also on the Mets, Alexis Maldonado is a speed demon with 95 steals. It's a bit of a throwback. Now, I think this was the one I did. I need to remember these things more. I think I tuned up steals. How's can I see how steals are looking? So this says minus 6%. So it was not this one. Oh, steals relative to singles? No. I think it might have been the Dillos. Sorry. I think I tweaked. Yeah, because obviously I would have said it. I would have told y'all. If I ever tweak anything like that, I'm going to definitely let y'all know. But in Dillos, I think I turned down homers a little bit and strikeouts, turn up base hits, stolen bases a little bit. Just, I'm not going back all the way to like 80s slap ball or anything like that. But just bring it down a little bit. I think we got too much of a 3 true outcomes game right now. So, anyway, let's look at end of season stats for the team and talk a little bit about schedules coming up and get on out of here before we go too long and make me want to get into this playoff series, which I'm obviously not going to do, but I kind of want to play it right now. So looking at the offense, the catching tandem, it was the Dooch who was playing a lot better this year with a 103 WRC plus, doing his thing. He's just been, I think is he fully in the venerable backup status? Has he reached venerable? I think he has, right? He's 32. He's just putting up quality backup seasons. He's venerable. He's venerable as fuck. But for real, is he a free agent? The Dooch. One more year. We love it. Okay, I can see it right here. I feel like sometimes I get confused on this page. This is very clear right here. I didn't quite zero in on that. But sometimes with the service time, you don't know if they're super too. And so I'm like, I'm just going to go look at the salaries page. I know it's a little bit brain dead, but it is clear right here. Arbitration eligible in the offseason, estimated $3 million for the Dooch. Alvarez was not great. Was better than he was last year. Kind of a 2-win improvement to 1 WAR. Sounds crazy, but if you're second screening, you're not seeing that he was worth minus 1.1 WAR this year and worth plus 1.0 WAR this year. So that's a 2 WAR diff. We'll take it. He's actually had an interesting pattern of negative WAR, positive WAR, negative WAR, positive WAR, negative WAR, positive WAR. We're going to snap that shit next year, or else he's not going to play. Now, when we traded for him, I was not expecting him to come in and be like some god tier. I've seen what he's done. I thought he'd be perfectly capable, and that's pretty much what he was. And we signed him to a 5-year deal, $44 million. He made $3 million this year. He's going to jump up to 11 for 3 straight years. I can take 1 win for 11 WAR. I would prefer a bit better. I want the 60 homer power to come through a bit more. We obviously don't have the park for it. I understand that. But a 104 ISO, come on, man. You got to help me out a bit more than that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes next year. Teddy Cashman could not follow up his breakout 2028 campaign all that well. I mean, he was fine. I do it too much, where I say something and I backpedal on it immediately. I try not to be too harsh. Try to, give range of outcomes, understanding. A 95. What I mean to say with the breakout thing, he didn't build upon it, right? He didn't get better or even sustain. But a 95, even though it is a drop down, he wasn't great. But this season doesn't kill us. So that's the point. Like, let's not overstate the negativity of it. I wish he would have built on it. We need him to. We really need him to be something more here. We need this 110 or better version. He was awful against lefties, 109 against righties. Justin Bassos also, now I'm going to go full out here and be a little bit tougher on him. He collapsed after his breakout. Sophomore slump to the highest degree. Everyone that drafted him in fantasy, they all bought in. Oh, dude, he's such a sick power guy, dude. And bro, Miami runs, man. They might let him run. Like, no, he's not like mad fast, but like they might let him run. And like, what if you're getting like 30 and 10 from Vassos, bro? Like, what if you're getting that in like the 20th round? I'm taking that all day. That's free. That's what fantasy podcasts were saying about Vassos coming into the year. Maybe he's more of like a round 15 guy, but again, his big fans were like projecting 10 steals because they know he's got, you know, good base running, and they think that we're gonna run more. Come on, we let him run a little bit more. Not really. One steal more. What's the rate there? Let's do the rate. 3 and 433 by 507. That's actually 3.5. We'll round it up. Call 4. He's kept the same pace, but he didn't hit that well, and that was unfortunate. He was better against righties, but really tough against lefties. As a right-hander, that really hurt because I feel like we hit like shit against lefties. I mean, we hit like shit in general, so that's probably a safe bet. But I'm thinking that we had a bad record against them. Let me see if that inclination is true, and per usual, my perception is dead wrong. We were 30 and 26. My perception about our hitting against them is definitely correct because we hit poorly against everybody. Maximo Acosta, we got him in a trade with Texas this year. That included Alec Burleson. So, you know, we were giving up something pretty substantial. He went over there and crushed. Probably should have just kept him, but I thought, you know, paying $7 million for him, which is not even that much. Like, I don't want to say $7 million is. I don't want to be old Wayne Huizinga Marlins or Jeffrey Loria Marlins and be like, oh, we can't afford $7 million for a 40 homer capable first baseman. No, that's not what I'm on. I just thought it was a sell high coming off a huge year. Turns out it's his new level. He's a G. We got Acosta, who was terrible. Khalil Watson, I gotta be honest, I got so excited when the outfield thing, quote unquote, worked. And what I mean by worked is that he developed into a 60 range, could play like a true center, not brilliantly, but enough, and can certainly hang on a corner. And I was like, you know, just some hitting would be great with that defense, and incorrect. We got none of it, and the defense out in center was not particularly good. Again, I was not expecting it to be amazing. I was hoping it could be competent, but he also had a 61 WRC plus, just dreadful. 47 plate appearances in AAA went well, but that's AAA, dude. That's AAA, and it's 47 plate appearances, more than anything else. Noelve mentioned he's nicked. Did have an excellent season, though. 5-win season, 33 homers, 79 ribs, 8 steals, 90 runs, 249, 324, 466. Just wonderful. His running's going to be a little battered here for this Washington series, but he's not coming out of the lineup. Mikey Romero was fine in very, very limited playing time, but was also equally as good in the minors in 203 plate appearances. So, you know, even though it's a small sample from the majors, 38 plate appearances, you tack it on to the 203 from the minors, and you're like, hey, that's a little something there. He didn't play a ton. It's all small samples all around. Colmenares, I'm losing a little bit of faith in him as our everyday shortstop. Remember, there used to be a little bit of projection to the bat. It is no longer there. There used to be some potential to tap into to make the bat a bit better. It's looking like at 25, about to be 26, he is not going to reach that. And 70, 56, 67 are his WRC pluses the last 3 years. It's terrible. It's just not going to work. So, you know, we'll assess it after the season. The season's not over, so we're not going to talk too much about future. Yo, did Joe Erlin come up and just beast? What's he got this hot streak from? Oh, 2-homer game at the beginning of the month. Then he ripped another homer. So 3 homers in relatively short order. I mean, he didn't play a ton. So it took almost 3 weeks for that 3rd homer, but that was only 4 games later. I think he got his hot streak mostly from AAA, now that I'm looking at it. His final run there at AAA was pretty nice. He did have a 149 down there. 92 back at the majors. Okay for Joe Erlin, 15 homers. But dude, 277 OBP. Come on, man. Come on, I need more from you. I just do. Highland Hall, tough transition year. Dropped from 49 to 31 homers, 107 to 68 ribs. Nobody on the drive in, that's part of it for sure. Definitely not what we were looking for, but still couldn't have done it without him, because this still qualifies as one of our best hitters. That speaks more to our offense than anything else. He is arbitration eligible for about 14 mil. Is that 2 more years? The next and the one after, I believe. Correct. I wonder if we can get a negotiation going with him. Bro, he wants 22 mil. Coming off the year you just had? I don't think so. What are you thinking? Luis Matos, a late season ad, who we also have for 1 year left for sure. And nope, just the 1 year. But hey, we got him next year. He came over and he was fine. He was not like some killer bat, but he actually hit 4 triples. Damn, he found those gaps. 8 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers in 47 games. He's okay. Not a bad bat. Had some key homers. Can definitely be a force in the playoffs. I'm excited about him. And then Jonathan Turner, cannot say enough about our standout rookie. Club 19 homers in just 55 games, 145 WRC plus. Hell, despite such a small sample, he might have put himself in the Rookie of the Year talk. Man, we love that. All right, on the pitching side, our starters. Shane Baz, excellent home run suppression, 0.7. Helped him have 204 innings of a 3.35 ERA, 119 WHIP. Only went 10 and 11. We did not support him well, or the bullpen, or something. I mean, that's whack. That's whack. Eric Haas going yard, 5.3 Tigers. Let's go. Luis Becerra, pretty solid rookie year overall. I know he ended up over 5 with a 5.12 ERA. That last start went poorly. We had to start him. We didn't have anybody else. But I'm not upset about this rookie season. We can build on this. He was still great in AAA, by the way. I mean, that's why he got the call. We challenged him, and we have a team around him. I mean, you know, maybe if we had somebody else, we would have had the division. But how were we going to get somebody else? Nobody in the minors was going to do better than what he offers. So where were we going to get somebody? So I'm fine with it, and it's a nice growth year. I'm excited to see what he looks like for next year. Didn't mean to hit the strategy button there. Oh, wait. I looked at 2 starters and then moved on like a goof. Let's sort by innings. So Bob's already showed you. Grayson Rodriguez, welcome to the team. Don't forget, got him 2 more years, including a team option. If for some reason he falls off, we don't want that, but we're not worried about that right now. Came on, 192 innings, 3.09 ERA, 112 WHIP. He was our best starter by our WAR and WAR. which Fangraphs WAR, Baseball Reference WAR. Fangraphs WAR, again, is like more FIP oriented, which is your underlying skills. So you could have like a bad ERA, but brilliant skills, and thus a good WAR. Meanwhile, you can have mediocre skills, but a great ERA because defense supported you, and you just got plain lucky, and you pitched well, right? Like, obviously you got to pitch well. Like, everything worked your way. And so, you don't have a great strikeout rate, but you limit walks. Great R WAR, much less Fangraphs WAR. Like, that can happen too. And you can see that actually with Manoah. Manoah is a great example of that. Instead of trying to articulate it in my head there, I should have just showed you what that looks like. He had a 2.82 ERA, 117 WHIP, 1.8 WAR for Fangraphs because he had just a 14% strikeout minus walk rate, but a 4 WAR, R WAR, excuse me, because he had a 2.82 ERA. Sorry, it gets confusing. WAR and R WAR and all that. I understand. The only reason I keep both up is because I do like to kind of see, like, okay, what are the underlying skills saying, and what was the actual result of the season? I've talked about this before. I prefer R WAR for like season awards. What happened? Yes, he might have had a good defense behind him that really helped him. Yes, he might have played in a division that gave him more, an easier slate of games. Okay, so, and that led to a lower ERA despite his skills maybe not being at the highest level. Okay, but that's what happened. That is the season. Give that guy the award. Don't just go off of what should have happened. Now, I'm not saying give somebody that has like a 2 ERA and a 5% K minus walk rate, which it wouldn't even happen. So even naming those outlier scenarios is stupid, but you get it. Moving on. Manoah, I mentioned 282, 117 in 150 innings. He was great. Obviously had the great ERA. And, cutting into his walks was huge. He did just seem to kind of skate a little bit because 117 whip is not bad in the slightest, but it usually don't have that high of a whip with a sub 3 ERA, generally speaking. But he pitched well. Bullpen supported him. All good. Relievers, sorting by innings. Nardog, 119. I mean, he's just the preeminent workhorse in the bullpen. We are Scott Proctoring the shit out of this guy. That's an old reference for people. But hopefully it doesn't ruin him. He's been great. 4 years now. I mean, actually, his whole career, all 6. But since he's become like the big workhorse with the 4 years in a row leading in games, they've all been excellent. Doesn't allow homers, gets good strikeouts, keeps his walks in check. Like just an excellent reliever. His WPA went way down, so he wasn't pitching at as much leverage, I guess. 4.3 to 1.6. That's interesting. But still the Nard Dog, still an absolute god. Now, this is it for him. We are going to let him go after this year. He'll be 31. It'll be his age 31 season. Coming off, this high volume. We got 640 regular season innings out of him. This will absolutely be it. In the postseason, we got another 21 innings of good work. I'm surprised it's only 21. I guess it's a reliever, though. Next up, Max Meyer. Obviously, he's a hybrid, but he did get 94 innings, 498, 140. And then his reliever was 4.29 ERA, 140 whip. So the whip was still bad. He really didn't get himself back on track in the bullpen. I wonder if the 45 home movement and fly ball potential, fly ball lean are becoming a problem. 1.7 homer 9 suggests yes, and it's been a problem before. I mean, his 1.1 last year when he had an amazing season, 21 wins, 222 and 2/3 innings, was a career best, and even that is not like eye popping. 1.1 is, you don't want to be over 1. You really don't. But then 1.6, 1.5, 1.3, the 3 years before that, 1.7 this year, as I mentioned, for Max Meyer's home run rate. And he's a free agent as well. And I'm just, there's going to be some turnover. If I'm thinking right now, just without mapping out any sort of plan, Nardog, Meyer, and even Garrett, who's a fan fave, had another excellent season. 66 and 2/3 innings, 2.83 ERA, 109 WHIP, just awesome. He's been a swing man. He didn't have to start it all this year, but he had 28 starts the 2 years combined, 27 and 28. He started 23 games all the way back in 2024. He has been an excellent, excellent weapon for us over these many years. And, 3.88 ERA, 133 WHIP, and 694 innings. There have been ups and downs. He does have a couple 5 ERA campaigns in there. But, a lot of good. The WHIP usually runs a bit high, but a lot of good. Anyway, didn't mean to start getting and doing a Braxton Garrett breakdown. But looking at what we're losing, Nardog, Meyer, Allen was a waiver claim. We might actually consider bringing him back, though. Man, was he good out of the bullpen. Oh, he wants all this? Never mind. He's extremely popular, though. Our fan interest. We got to see how the playoffs go, but, man, we could be taking a dive if we don't do something big in the playoffs. Because I don't know if we're bringing back any of these guys, and I think, Max Meyer's super pop. Allen is. Garrett, fan fave, like I already said. Nardog, popular. And so it could be rough. We're at 57 right now, so we'll see. Finishing up the relievers rundown. Mackenzie Gore, 84 innings. Did get 6 starts. 3.54 ERA, 127 WHIP. Down to 254, 121 as a reliever. So did get back on track a bit in the bullpen. And make no mistake that, having a Mackenzie Gore, well, actually, no. I'm going to foil my point a little bit because it's really only the one option. He can go in there if we lose a starter. I was going to say having multiple potential starters that can go in the bullpen, but I just covered the fact that we're going to get rid of 2 of them in Meyer and Garrett. So we don't have that many. We have Gore and maybe Morissette, but he has a 40 or maybe a 45 movement. I don't know. 70 stuff, though, is quite good. Would he keep the 70 as a starter? I don't know. But, yeah. Mackenzie Gore was great. Graham Ashcraft also hybrided a little bit. 3.42 ERA, 135 WHIP in the bullpen. WHIP obviously running way too high there. You got to be careful of that. 1.5 homer, 9 in the bullpen too. 4 homers. That's only 23 and 2/3, small sample. 0.9 homer, 9 as a starter. 5.06 ERA, 146 WHIP. And that's Graham Ashcroft. Braxton Garrett I already covered. He was amazing this year. And great skills too. So, 2.83 ERA gives him a good R WAR, of course, but only 0.1 difference between the R WAR and the Fangraphs WAR because the skills were right there as well. And then Wagner Morissette, he and Jonathan Turner were just our 2 rookie standouts, one on each side this year. Called up Morissette, put him in the bullpen, and he just killed it. 3.20 ERA, 107 WHIP, 29% K rate, 8% walk rate. The home run rate, like I said, 40 movement present right now with 45 upside and a fly ball pitcher, but only 1.2 homer 9. And I did just mention earlier that anything over 1 is not great. I'm not changing that, but I'm saying that a 1-2 with a 40 movement and a fly ball pitcher is better than I expected. So that's I'm contextually giving it credit. I still wish it was lower, of course. Then Garrett Crochet, we got him from the Yankees in the Fisher Pyatt deal. That's right. I keep forgetting that. And he was down at double and triple A. They did not see him as somebody worth playing at 27. But Crochet came over 2 ERA. Hang on, what was this split? 2 ERA, 117 WHIP. Oh, is that just with us? No. It says 2.33, 122. Oh, it's his full season. It's adding the 9 innings with the Yankees. I'm a goof. But yeah, he was awesome. He was hurt. He missed 4 weeks. Did we have him for all that? When did we get him? We got him on 6-6. We got him hurt, right? If I recall correctly. When we got him, he was hurt. False. No, wrong. He got hurt shortly after we got him. We got him on 6-6. He got hurt on 6-17. Came back, got hurt again on the 4th of July, which is what today is. Happy 4th of July for y'all. And then missed 3 more weeks. So, but he was awesome. And then Franklin De La Paz only threw 19 in the third. He was hurt. He had chronic back soreness to start the season. Came back from that. Immediately got hurt with bone chips in his elbow 3 months down. Picked him up off waivers from the Cubs last year. 2.79 ERA, 160 WHIP. Obviously, a 1.60 WHIP will not breed that kind of ERA. He was very fortunate. It's a small sample, and frankly, he got lucky. He got lucky there. Extreme ground ball helps. He probably was getting those ground ball outs right when he needed them, and that was saving De La Paz. So that's our playoff roster is going to look a lot like this. There's 13 there. 13. Yeah, that's going to be our playoff roster then. They already trimmed the other guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, OOTP. And so let's look at playoff eligibles. I don't think we're going to see anybody else that I would want. Like Clavin, no. Dickerson, Geraldo, Blackman, Purified Coffee, Devlin, Leon, and Eater, nope. Like maybe Clavin over Romero because he's infield, outfield, but so is Romero, and they're both like no strikeout type guys. Clavin's a bit better, but you know what? Romero had a good year at the AAA level and Major League level. I'm gonna let him do his thing. He's sticking in there. So we get Washington, and I tell you what, I wanted you guys to know one thing. If hopefully you made it this far. For those that didn't, they won't know, but that's okay. This is episode 44, and we've been going really well. I've been enjoying the hell out of this. What I mean by really well, I mean by the volume and people supporting it. I'm going to downshift in the posting schedule a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of bad news to the day oneers. I appreciate y'all who watch every episode right when it comes out, but I know there's like a wave of people like behind, and you can see the views on the earlier episodes like slowly going up as people are catching up. So we've created a really nice backlog right now for a lot of people to kind of have plenty of time to catch up. I'm not talking going down to like once a week or anything. I'm talking like 3, maybe 4 times a week. So I'm gonna start Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and one weekend, 1, 2. But that's what we're gonna start doing with the posting schedule right now. See how that goes. But I've been having a blast with this. I'm not done after this season. We're definitely going into 2030. There will be a cutoff at some point, obviously. It's not after this season. It's not after the next season. It's probably not after 2031. After that, we start to assess and kind of decide where we're going to go. Because I've also obviously got a lot of other things in store as well. To that end, looking to start back up my career reruns. I've only done a couple, so it's not like some long-term series or anything, but they're both on the channel still. It's the Bo Jackson and Grady Sizemore ones, and I'm looking to do more of those. And they need to be a bit shorter and a bit more, they need to be edited. I don't think they can be just a straight-up stream, and they weren't to necessarily. Like I would start and stop type of deal in those, but they need to be even tighter than that. So I'm working on that, but I got a list of names for those. So on like Tuesday and Thursday, that's when those would go up, and then the Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Marlins. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's not going to start tomorrow yet, though. In fact, that whole thing probably start next week, because I just thought about it today. I was talking with Jen. We were batting around some ideas, and that's what I came up with. So we will have the wild card series against the Nats next time out. Becerra will not be starting the opener. Make no mistake about that. Let's get this day simmed and let's see who's available real quick. Just before we get out of here. Who's got juice? Boz does. So obviously Boz is going to be our guy here. And we're not putting Grayson Rodriguez in the bullpen. Don't worry. You might have seen that and been like, wait, what did he just do? What did that moron just do? No, I think we got our trio, though. And it'll be Bosman, Noah, Grayson. I think those are the three that we will go with. But we'll get into all of that next episode. We're in the playoffs. Let's not be too upset. Okay, Shane McClanahan down for the Braves, by the way. Let's not be too upset. It would have been nice to get the division title, obviously. But we'll be fine. We got the Reds or the Mets waiting for us. I think we're the top seed. Yeah, we're the top seeded wild card. So I think we're going to face the Reds no matter, right? I'm pretty sure that has to be how it is. And then we would face the Mets and the LCS if everything worked out. But we got to win our first series first. Nats, Marlins, Padres, D-backs in the National League, Blue Jays, Angels, Red Sox, Yankees in the American League. So next episode, wild card round coming up. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.